Hi, my name is Jamie Weaver. I am the product manager with Dynafios, part of the Trace Physician Contracting and Compliance Tools team. Today we will cover how to go about downloading Trace onto your mobile device or tablet, or accessing Trace through our website in order for you to successfully submit your timer activity associated with your hospital contracts. Trace, as you can see, is a provider compliance and payment tool where, again, you can submit all of your time and activities fully electronic with your mobile device, provide fully electronic signatures, and where the hospital can walk through their entire approval process and remit payment, again, all fully electronic and within compliance of your contract terms. Before we get started, you will want to download the Trace app onto your mobile device or tablet. You will want to go to your app store, whether that is Google Play or iTunes, and you will search Trace by Dynafios. I will emphasize that the Trace app is only available for our physician or providers who are submitting their time. If you are a practice manager who may be submitting time on behalf of a provider or a group of providers, for example, on call, you will access Trace through the website. The website is accessible for all user types. If you do have questions at all regarding additional training materials or have any requests, you can send any correspondence to our Trace at dynafios.com. Today we will be providing training on here. We will review the Trace app, how to submit your time for both hourly or stipend-based contracts, as well as our per diem or on-call-based contracts, and we'll also walk through the approval process. I will also then review how to submit your timer activity on the Trace website. So we will sign off here so you can walk through, again, the sign-in process. If you are a provider with an active contract with your facility, you will have received an email from Trace with your user login credentials. That is going to be your email address, as well as a temporary password. You will also receive instructions as well on how to download the app and submit your time in addition. You will log in. Again, you will accept the privacy policy and you will opt in or out of any notifications from the app. I do recommend turning on your notifications because these will provide reminders at the end of each month for you to approve your timesheet in a timely manner. As you can see here, this flashing approve log button, we will get to this, but this is a very important step in the process. First things first, I would like to show you our full menu. If you go to your profile screen, you will then see your general information that we were required to download for you, and then you will see a list of your active contracts if multiple. For our demo purposes, we have a physician that has 3 active contracts. All of the information from your contracts is uploaded into our system and should reflect accurately here. You do have your change password option here under profile as well. This is an example of an hourly-based contract where you're paid at an hourly rate. An on-call-based contract here, call coverage, would be we have different types of call options. So if there are different call rates, those can all be input here as well. And before we get to the submission, I do recommend submitting your signature and saving that into the system. So it will come to a blank screen and your first login, but you can use your finger on your mobile device or tablet, or if you will be doing this on our website, which I will show momentarily, you can do that with the mouse. And you can sign your signature, hit submit, and that will be saved successfully for future use when you approve your timesheets each month. I will then have you go to the main menu, and you'll go home, and I will walk through submitting a log. First, you will select the contract for which you are submitting your activity. For purposes of our demonstration, we will select our Medical Director of Specialty Services. Because this is the first month of your contract, you will see no recent logs, and it will just fill in what your monthly contract requirements are. What your monthly max, if any annual max, and what you have worked for that period. The first step in the process is to hit Submit Log. This will also be your last step in the submission process. So we will hit Submit Log. Then we've already ensured we've selected our correct contract. We will then select the activity or duty for which we are submitting our time. We'll select today medical staff meetings. And again, all of these activities and duties are customizable. So if you do have any needs to update these or remove any activities or duties, you can email us at our trace@diamondtheos.com. You will select the date of the activity. And you will select how long you participated in the activity using the scroll bar or the plus and minus buttons here, and they are in quarter-hour increments. You will then add any additional details regarding this activity if that is a requirement from your facility for your contract. Talk to Text feature is available on your mobile device. You will hit Save, and your final step is to always hit Submit. So you start with the black Submit button, and you end with the black Submit button. You will then see your log was saved successfully, and you will see it here under your recent logs. Now, if you had added any details, in this case we had, you can view the details here, attended our monthly roundtable. If you need to edit this log for any reason, for instance, you realized that you attended this meeting for 2 hours, not for 1.5 hours, you can change the amount of time or add any details and hit Save. And if you decided that this was not an incorrect log, you put the wrong date, you can also delete the log. Now, you can submit your time on an ongoing basis throughout the month, which is what is recommended, or you can wait till the very end of the month, submit all of your time. Now, we just submitted time for the month of July. And in this example, we are in the month of July. So we cannot approve our timesheet for that month until the month is over. So what I'm going to show you here is a contract where we had submitted time. So this is our orthopedic directorship. We have submitted time here for the month of June. And our system is indicating to us that we now need to sign off on our timesheet for the month of June because the month of June is over. So what we would do is we would hit this flashing Approve Logs button, and I apologize, our demonstration will provide an error if I do that. So you'll hit Approve Logs, and what will pop up is a summary of what you are submitting for the month. So in this case, if you've worked, for instance, 12 hours of your potential 20, a pop-up box will show you've worked 12 hours of 20, and you will then submit your signature, which is already saved in your system, and you will hit Submit. That will then trigger a confirmation email to be sent to you directly with a summary of all of the logs that you have submitted for the month. And I will emphasize this, again, this is a final step in order for you to confirm that all of the information that you've submitted for that month is correct. And once you have approved your logs, they will be locked, and you will not be able to go in and edit or delete, as those are now in part of the approval process with your facility. Now I will review how to submit time for a contract that is a per diem contract or for something typical like an on-call contract. So again, I will select my call coverage for orthopedics as my example of my call coverage. Again, same process, I will hit Submit Log. And here in the drop-down will be only the activities or the call type for which your specific contract has. So for instance, if I only have one rate, I would select on-call. And we will say we were on call for the days of the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th, and the 12th. If any detail is required, I can add detail for Dr. Wilson on call. Hit save. That note will be tied to all those days, and you will hit submit. Now you will notice you will save successfully, and once you have successfully submitted call for a day, it will trigger that blue dot, notifying that you have successfully input your call. Now I will show you a different month here. We'll go back to June. Any circles and dots in gray will indicate when another provider was on call. So there are compliance mechanisms in place that would not allow another individual to be on call at that same time if it's an on-call arrangement. Now, if I had done the same thing and I've submitted them for June, since June is over now, and I needed to submit my call, I'll select my on-call, and I need to make sure I capture my end of the month for June. I'm going to hit submit, and you will now notice that you have a flashing approve logs button. Again, you notice that I did not have a flashing approve logs button when I submitted my July. For this example, today is July 19th, and I submitted time for July. Because July is not over, it's not going to trigger me to approve my timesheet. But because I just submitted my time for June, and the month of June is over, it's telling me I need to approve. So you will approve just the same way as you would approve your timesheet for a hourly-based or stipend-based contract where we submitted our activity. And again, you will then go to your signature screen and you will submit. I will now show you how to submit your time as a provider through the Trace website. Again, you will go to trace-dashboard.divatheos.com/login. You will hit sign in with your credentials, and you will come to a screen very similar to the information that I just showed you through the Physician app. You will select the contract for which you are submitting your time, select our specialty services, you will select the activity, clinical operations, and in this example I will submit a time in June for 2.5 hours. I hit submit, and it will save my time under recent logs. And again, this will always show in chronological order of the date of the activity. So you will see this right here is what I just submitted. Now, because I just submitted something for, again, the month of June, and we are in July, the approval process is a little bit different for online. You will need to scroll down, and you will see a date approved logs button. It will always default to all. However, if you had multiple months of which you needed to approve, you could approve one at a time. In this case, we would select all and hit approve logs. It sends us to our signature screen and we hit submit. Now we will submit our call coverage contract information just the same way. We will select that contract. We will select when we were on call. On call these 4 days. And we will not add any details and we'll hit submit. It's easy as a few steps. And again, you will see all of your recent logs here on the far right of all the days at which you were on call. Now again, because we submitted time in the month of June, you scroll here, it is indicating that we must approve now our June logs. Again, it's going to default to all, but if we had multiple months, we could select a month at a time. We select all. We can confirm that all of this information is correct, that we were on call on all these dates before we sign off, and we hit approve logs and submit. So as a reminder, you will need to submit your time electronically through the Trace app or through the Trace website on an ongoing basis or at the end of the month, and you will need to approve and provide your electronic signature for each of your contracts if you have multiple at the end of each month. So you cannot sign and approve until the month is over. If you have questions or concerns or need assistance, please contact us at trace@diamondeos.com. Thank you.